This video will focus on how to enter the chemistry data. So in our example, we have completed the physical information for Adams Eden location. We've done the stream flow. As we can see, by looking at our reg Qs, we can see that we only did 3 measurements here and did not include this information. And that we also saw how much of the information was automatically calculated for us. So now we'll go to chemistry. And so let's put in some data here. We're going to say that there was 7.70 mgl, a water temperature of 21.4 with an 86% saturation and a Q value of 95. And that total automatically calculates once it is put in here. Fecal chloroform we will say was 0. 97 was our weighting factor. Our pH units 7.72, and we will say 90 was the weight, was the Q value. And then for our biological demand, our first test was, so it was 7.70. And our second test was 7.40, and our Q factor was 97. And as I do each of these examples, notice how we can see what has been completed by then changing over. Oh, and you can see the reactive phosphate has not changed yet because we still need to get the, I went over to the nitrate, and I'll continue with what I was doing, 4, and we can see that this is still red. I see, oh, I forgot to put my weighting factor in, so I go back, 80, now it changes. Now we go back to nitrate. Let's get our weighting factor here, 70. Chloride is 35. Our weighting factor is 85. Turbidity is 16.5. And our Q value is 64. Oh, let's see if we can take that right here. Total dissolved solids was 329 with a weighting factor of 56. And once we have completed this, we can see that all the totals have automatically calculated to an overall water quality index for chemistry of 84.78, which falls in the range of 70 to 90, which is considered good. What I would also point out is that for an accurate rating, all 9 parameters should be complete, and so since 9 out of 9 are complete, so the data is considered complete. And if I scroll down here, we could even put some notes down here if we wanted to state something about chemistry, and I'm just going to put no notes today, but I could potentially put a reason here why, let's say, one of the factors, the chemical parameters, was not used. I could say that total dissolved oxygen was not used because the equipment was not available, period. And that's where we could put some notes. So now we're going to go up and do the biological. So we have a choice. We can click it. All we do is click on these boxes, and we have a choice of A, B, C, or present in case you didn't have the numbers or total. But let's just say we collected some caddisflies, some mayflies, and maybe even a guild, let's say a couple of water pennies. And we had quite a few fish flies, alder flies, maybe a few crayfish, and so on. And as you can see, the numbers down are automatically calculating, and we'll say that we found midge flies. Let's just say we found a leech or 2, and some aquatic worms. And again, I have a choice of A, B, C, or P. And what you'll see is all these numbers calculate, and this leads us to having a total index value of 18 with a value of, which is considered good. And again, on the bottom we could make some notes about other things that we found or didn't found, but for right now I'm just going to put no notes. And that concludes this video on how to enter chemistry and biological data in a new survey.